Hey guys, this video is going to be slightly different. I'm not going to be showing you a collector's edition game or a limited edition game or even a special edition game. What I'm going to be showing you are both the Neo Geo Mini Arcade and the Neo Geo Mini Arcade International. I'll also be showing you both the black and the white version of the Neo Geo Mini pads. And I'll also show you the differences between them. Okay, so let's start with the original version. I bought this one off of TradeMe, which is our local eBay, as I've mentioned in my previous videos. There's the box there, standard looking box really, just shows you, what the unit looks like and the color scheme on either side. And on the back, there it is, shows you all of the games contained in this version. Now there are a total of 40 games printed on the box, and they are... Okay, so now let's take a look inside. To open this box, all you have to do is pull on the tab here, lift the flap up, open this other flap, and these two here, and there it is. You can see the contents straight away. So let's take a look at the arcade first of all, and then we'll go over all the other bits and pieces that we get inside this box. So let's pull this out, put that to one side. There it is, the arcade wrapped in plastic, right? And if we pull out, that is what the unit looks like. There we are. Okay, so that's the color scheme right there. That's where you put this. Oh, you can put a sticker there. I guess you can put a sticker anywhere really. There is the control layout. Right, start, select A, B, C, and D. Hopefully you can see. Let's see if I can turn this around. It's a little bit hard to see, but yeah, you can make it out. On the side you've got Neo Geo. On the back there, nothing else. And then on one side, the other side, Neo Geo as well. That is the USB-C plug for first player, one player, and you have here the USB for the second player right there. On the back you have the power button, mini HDMI. This is for your headphones, or if you have like an external speaker that you can plug in, you can use that. And you've got the power DC in socket right there. Again, USB-C. On the bottom just gives you the SNK logo, HDMI, etc. Okay, so that is the Mini Arcade. Now, what else do you get in here? The next thing we get is the instruction booklet. There we are. All right, nothing on the back. Now, this one here, there's a couple of languages in there. English is starting from page 21. So if we go straight to page 21, there it is, right? Health precautions, the usual, safety precaution, how to operate, how to connect TV to play, how to use the headphone speakers, and again, there's a layout, joystick, start, select button, A, B, C, D, main UI, next one, voice volume, how to add another player, and that's it really. Yeah, so there it is. There is the instructions. Okay, the next thing we have is this white box. Now, this white box contains two things. First of all, if we open it up, right, it contains number one, the USB to USB-C cable and some stickers, right? Okay, now unfortunately, when you buy this, you do not get an AC adapter, so you'll have to source it yourself. But that shouldn't be too hard. If you have a mobile phone, that you bought from, pre-2020, you'll probably get an AC adapter. So all you got to do is plug in that, and you're on your way. Now you could also plug the USB cable into a USB slot in your computer or laptop, and that will also work. Right? I plugged mine into one of the two powered USB 2.0 ports on my Logitech G19 keyboard, and yeah, it just works. The instruction booklet actually tells you how many volts you'll need, so have a read of that, and it'll tell you. Actually, let's take a look, and it will tell you how much it needs in terms of power. Here we go. When supplying, right there, how to operate. When supplying power from the power outlet, please use a commercially available USB compatible DC adapter. It is recommended and suitable to use a DC adapter that can output 5 volts, 1.0 amps, or 5 watts. Right there. So yeah, I guess I'm not sure if you plug in the USB port to any laptop or computer will work, but I vaguely remember I tried it that way, and it seems to work fine. But if you want to prolong the life of your mini arcade, then I suggest you use a respectable AC adapter. So that is the Neo Geo Mini Arcade. There is also a sticker for the buttons. So as you can see here, you can see here, you can change the way the sticker looks. You can change the black, and it looks like you can have this one set to white and whatnot. I haven't used it because I didn't feel the need to change this. I haven't even opened this, to be honest with you. You have the Neo Geo SNK sticker again. This part here you can put it on top on this part here, and on the back you have this Neo Geo Mini sticker as well for King Fighters. And again, yeah, you can use that to put it to stick it in here, or you can use the other one. It's entirely up to you. Next up is the Neo Geo Mini Arcade International, and again, slightly different color variation. So, and plus it has the word International printed on it, as you can see here. Personally, I like the International color scheme better, rather than the black one, just the black one like the original one. There's a box there, right there's side. As you can see, that has a different color scheme. The unit, right there. So I bought this one on my trip to Japan back in 2018, and you may be asking why I didn't buy the original version while I was there, and why I bought the international version instead. The answer is that the store I bought it from, I can't remember where it was, but yeah, it was in Tokyo somewhere, ran out of stock for the original version, and they only had the international version. So, hence why I bought this one instead. Right? If I had the option, I would have bought two at the same time. But there it is. The game list is printed on the back, as you can see there, and there we are. Okay, and again, the same thing, 40 games. Now, let's take a look inside. So again, same deal. Pull the flap, lift the top, and there we are. Okay, and again, a similar thing. You got the mini arcade wrapped in plastic right there. So yeah, different color variation, as you can see. So if we pull this out, there, this one has a much darker, yeah, the other one was much more colorful in terms of buttons, but this one is just dull gray, starts like this yellow and blue, and black joystick, and yeah, similar thing, for one player. And also the button on the back is different, the power button. This one's got the SNK logo in it, but everything else is exactly the same. Okay, you also get, again, same thing, you get the instruction manual right there. Now this one contains a lot more languages because, again, this is the international version. So you got English, Dutch, French, Italiano, Russian, Portuguese, and Espanol, along with, I'm guessing that's Japanese and simplified Chinese and Chinese. I'm not sure. But yeah, there it is. There is the instructions. And also you get the, again, the similar white box. Now this one, same thing, contains the USB to USB-C cable, and this one contains a different set of stickers, as you can see there. Right now, again, I haven't opened this because I don't feel the need to open it. I'm trying to keep this as stock as possible, right? So, but there it is, you can see the stickers right there. Before we get to the differences between the mini arcades, let me show you the Neo Geo Mini pads that come both in black and white, which is the only two colors available. So here they are. Let's open up the black one first. So let's take a look at the box first of all, right? There it is on the side. You can see the outline of the original SNK controller. Same along the back and on one side as well. Legacy lives on, indeed. And if we open it up, this actually sits inside another box, which is a little bit overkill, but that's the Japanese for you. I'm not complaining, by the way. So here it is, right? So if you open it up, there we are. It sits inside this neat little cardboard packaging. We have the instruction booklet here, and it just basically tells you how you can plug it in, and all that. Nothing really special. And the controller itself, here we are. It's wrapped in, still wrapped in plastic. So let's take that out. Here we go. And there it is. And like I said, it plugs using USB-C to the side of the arcade unit. But yeah, there it is. There is the Neo Geo controller. Now, At first glance, you'd be correct in thinking it looks like the original controller that came with the Neo Geo CD. But take a closer look and you'll notice that the button configuration is different. The placement of the A, B, C, D buttons have been moved slightly. On the original, A is at the bottom and B is on the right, just like this. Now, for me personally, I prefer this layout because playing King of Fighters, it just makes sense. For me, you know, low punch is A, hard punch is C, low kick is B, hard kick is D, evade is A and B together, blowback attack is C and D. I mean, that's how I was taught playing King of Fighters with this button layout, so it just works for me. And yeah, I guess I played King of Fighters on the PlayStation, and the button layout is exactly what I just mentioned. You know, square is low punch, triangle is hard punch, X is low kick, and circle is hard kick. Also, jumping to Tekken, you have the punch buttons on the top and the kick buttons on the bottom, so it just makes sense. Yeah, and Street Fighter also used the same layout, being, you know, punch buttons at the top and kick buttons at the bottom. Anyway, that's just, you know, that's just me. Someone else may have a different opinion. You know, to each his own. Okay, so onto the D-pad. Now, to note, I've actually held the original Neo Geo CD controller, and I know exactly what the D-pad feels like. This one feels nothing like the original. This one is pure analog stick. Listen to this. The original had 4-way micro switches, which means it clicks every time you move the D-pad. Again, I would have preferred this to have the micro switches, but I do understand why they didn't use micro switches. It is a pain to fix if it breaks, and it's not cost effective for SNK to make the micro switches just for this. Would have been nice, but yeah, you know, I guess if the D-pad's different, then they can certainly change the layout of the buttons. But yeah, the cable itself, by the way, this is a 2-meter cable, so you can play. If you plug it into a TV, I guess you can play it from your couch, sitting on your couch. Right, now let's take a look at the white one. So again, the white one is similar, except that it's white. So let's take a look. So again, if we open it up, and similar deal. This one sits inside of its own box, right? So if we pull this out, where are we? There we go. Pull this out and put this out of the way. Open this. There's again the instruction manual, and there it is. It is in white. So yeah, this one I'm just going to leave it here. But there it is. There is the difference between black and white, right? Which is the two colors that you can buy. Okay. So that is the mini pad. Now let me show you how it all gets set up if you decide to use both controllers on the mini arcade. So I'm going to use the original one here, right, with the nice colors. And to plug in the controller, all you got to do is, again, like I said, plug it into controller port 1. And on for the second controller, all you got to do is plug it into controller port number 2, which is right here. And there it is. You are now set up. Okay, and all you got to do is get yourself a mini HDMI cable, plug that into the TV, and that's it. You're good to go. You can either play using your controller like that. This still feels weird for me for some reason. I guess it's because of the micro switches. Or you can use this to play the game as well. And finally, I will show you the games that appear in both versions. I will also show you the games that does not appear in either versions. Starting with the original version, these games do not appear in the original version. And these games do not appear in the international version. So, 14 games are changed between the two versions. For me personally, I prefer the original Japanese versions. It's got more fighting game titles, and I like my fighting games, especially the King of Fighters series. And yeah, those are the differences between the two versions. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I'll see you all in the next one. See you later.